Hi everyone, my name's Angela and today is Sunday and Nikki's working all day, so I'm like sitting in the house really bored. Actually I've been doing lots of housework which has just been so boring, and I thought today I'm going to film. So I am really late. It's actually what date is it today? Oh, it's the 10th of August, so I'm actually a bit late in doing my July favourites, but it's better late than never. And I do have quite a few things I've been liking this month. I've been making a little note, a little list of everything so I didn't forget. So I've got a basket full of things here to show you. I really love doing these favourite videos because it's so much fun just getting to talk about everything that you've been loving. I think I'll start with the beauty things. So the first thing I've been loving is a foundation. This one is by MAC and it's their Face and Body Foundation, which I absolutely adore. It's not just a monthly favourite, I actually just love this all the time. I think it's hands down one of the best foundations that MAC has made. This is the 120ml size. It does come in a smaller tube, but you get so much more for your money getting the bigger bottle. I think it's about £28.50 for this size. I use this on my face. I also use it on my body, hence the name Face and Body Foundation. But it's just amazing because it's water resistant and sweat resistant, so it's just great for summer if you're, you know, on holiday, you're going to get a little bit sweaty and a bit like wet from the sea and the pool and things like that. But just in general, it's a great summer foundation because it's really light. It just goes on and looks flawless and beautiful and just looks like your skin. It doesn't actually look like you're wearing anything, and if you just apply like a single layer, you just see the skin peeking through and it's just so beautiful. But you can actually build it up to be quite a good medium coverage foundation, which is really handy. So normally I'll apply one layer and buff it all over, and then I'll apply another layer kind of in the areas where I need it, like around my chin and my nose. The more you build this up, so the more you kind of work it in with your brush, the better coverage it gives. This actually works really well blended in with fingers, but I actually use a brush just for quickness and just so I don't get my fingers messy in the morning. It's a great one as well for work. So if your work is quite, like you're a nurse or something like that, and I always find like jobs like that you don't really know what kind of makeup to wear because you don't want to seem like you're wearing too much but you want a little bit of coverage. This is a great option. I actually wear this to my work and I work in a vet, so I don't want to be seen wearing lots of makeup because I just don't think that's the kind of environment that you would want to see someone, you know, wearing heavy makeup. But this just works so well, and it's because it's so, oh, I just dropped it on the floor. And I always have this in my collection and I'll definitely be taking it with me on holiday. I just think it's a great all-rounder. The next favourite kind of complements the foundation quite well. It is a foundation brush, and this one I got from Charles Fox, which is in Covent Garden in London. I think that's the only place you can get Charles Fox, I might be wrong, but I picked this up when I was doing my my makeup course at London Muse when I was down there a couple of years ago, and I hadn't really used it much. I had it in my kit, but now that I'm no longer doing like my freelance, I've just had it in my like brush stand and I'd never actually used it. But the last month I've been really enjoying it. It's just a flat top foundation brush, but there's something about it that just works your foundation into your skin so well. It just makes a nice change from using like a buffing brush, which is the one I normally use. It's the Real Techniques buffing brush, which I really like, and that one's just like, you know, a more like a dome shaped compact of the bristles, so it kind of buffs it in. But this one you kind of have to more kind of like you're painting and you can kind of work it in, but it just puts the foundation on really well. And especially if you want a bit more coverage, then this is a good brush to use. It's really nice and soft, it's washed really well. I don't think that the Charles Fox brushes and things are quite expensive. I can't remember how much this was, but it was definitely under £20, which doesn't really help you that much, but I don't think it was expensive. But if you are in London, I would definitely recommend checking out some of the Charles Fox things. Then the next thing I've been loving is a lip gloss, and this one is by NYX, and it's in the shade, I think it's called Lala, I think so. But anyway, this was really exciting because I actually picked this up in Next, which if you're not from the UK is like they do clothing and they do furniture and beauty and things like that. But I had heard that they were bringing NYX out in Next stores in the UK because if you don't know, if you're from like the States, which I think is where NYX, I think it's like an American brand, correct me if I'm wrong, but we couldn't get this over here. So when I saw this in NYX, they had like a tiny little stand, and I was actually at the till returning something. I just spotted it in the corner of my eye and I was like, oh my god, they have a NYX. So I'd like returned my item and then went to the stand. I was with Billy and we were checking out the lip glosses. They didn't have a huge selection. I don't know if they'll maybe have more of a selection in the larger NYX stores. But they did have some really pretty lip glosses, and I really like this one because it's like a pinky corally colour, and it has a little bit of, does it have shimmer in it? I think it does have shimmer. I can't really tell, but it just looks like it's really subtle shimmer. But I'm wearing it just now. I don't know if you'll be able to see that very well on camera. It's just a really pretty pink. It's more of like a warm corally pink, which is the kind of colour that I like. And it was £6, and I've just really been enjoying wearing this. It's not sticky, it feels really nice and smooth, and almost like gel-like. So I've been really liking this colour, especially for summer. The next few things are some skincare. The first one is a face cream. Now apologies, this is actually in like 2 separate bits because I cut it in half to try and scoop out the remains of it, and I haven't actually got around to purchasing another tube. This one is by Avene. I have mentioned it on my channel before. I only bought this at the beginning of July, but I've basically went through the whole tube because my skin has just been an absolute nightmare. It's just been reacting to something, I don't know what, the doctors don't know what it is either, but it just gets really dry and irritated and itchy and almost like really sensitive. But this has just been amazing. I don't know if I mentioned, it's the Avene Rich Skin Recovery Cream, and it's in the Rich formula. This was lovely, like it just really soothed my skin, intensely moisturised it, hydrated it, felt lovely, didn't feel like irritated by it or anything. Avene products are so good because they are like fragrance free and hypoallergenic, and I just really like Avene as a brand. I will definitely be repurchasing. I don't think it was expensive, about £12.50, but Boots always have like a 3 for 2 normally, so that's when I will definitely be restocking on this. So another thing I've been loving for my skin is like a serum type thing. It's by First Aid Beauty and it's called their Ultra Repair Liquid Recovery, and it says to hydrate, soothe and comfort. It's very watery and it's almost like a treatment. You put this on before your moisturiser or before your face oil. I would say this is really similar to the Hydroluron. This is a similar thing. I would say that it's just slightly more hydrating than that one, but nothing really special. I don't think I will be repurchasing, but I have pretty much used it every single day, morning and night, throughout the whole month. I'm almost finished the bottle. There's like a tiny little dribble in there, but I think I will try something else after it. But I did really like it. For the price, it was £24. I don't think it's totally worth it. I think the Hydroluron comes in a little bit cheaper than that, so if I was going to pick one, I would say pick the Hydroluron. But I did really enjoy using this, so I had to mention it because I have used it every single day, and pretty much it just hydrated my skin and didn't leave it feeling so tight. But yeah, it was really good and really nice, and I did enjoy using it. Then I've really been enjoying an eye cream. This is by Kiehl's and it's their creamy eye treatment with avocado. But the consistency is quite strange. It's like a thick cream, but when you put it on your eyes it goes to like almost like a gel formula. So if you can get past the kind of weird consistency, this is an excellent eye cream. Like really, if you suffer with dryness or like tightness around your eyes, this is definitely worth a try. It was, I think it was about £20. Using it every day, morning and night time, and it's really helped with like the fine lines and things around my eyes, because I was getting kind of like these lines because my eyes were so dry. And this is completely, you know, taking that down a little bit. I've been using it on the lid and also underneath my eyelid, and it doesn't like react, doesn't irritate my eyes. It's just a lovely eye cream, and if you can get past the consistency, it's actually really good and effective. So I really like that, and I think I probably will repurchase this. And the next thing is a hair item. I purchased this online and it came over from the States, and it is the NUME Lustrum hair wand set. So it comes like this in this little travel bag, and then you open it up and you get like your heat protective glove, and then this is the actual body to the wand. So you get like the body part here with the on and off switch, and then you can change the wand heads. So this is the largest one that they have, which is probably my favourite one. It's what I use to kind of put the waves in my hair today. And then in the set here you get all these different like interchangeable heads for the wand. So there's like a thinner one there. There's one that's like this, looks like little bubbles, and it creates like really nice beachy waves in your hair. This one's like thicker at the top and thinner at the bottom. Slightly thinner barrels, so you get a big barrel, a thinner one, you get a smaller one. So you get 5 like wand heads in total, and I just think this is such a good idea because it's just perfect for travelling. Like, it's such a great size. You can even just take a couple of them away and it's just handy. I've been using it quite a lot at the weekends and for like things that we've had on, and it just creates the most lovely waves. And it has some kind of technology, I think it's like negative ions or something like that. It makes your hair really smooth when you use it, and it just feels really nice and really in good condition after I use this. Actually, it just makes it feel really lovely. So I have just been loving this so much, and I think NUME is a fairly new brand, but it is annoying that you have to get it shipped from the States. You can't get it over here in the UK, but I think it was on offer and I think I got shipping for about $12, which really isn't that bad, and that was like including customs fees. But obviously you have to get yourself a travel adapter. The next couple of things are like my favourite things to talk about. It's food. I just absolutely love food, and these are a couple of snacks that I've found that I've just been really enjoying. Now, the last couple of months we've just been stripping back our diet to be really clean, so we've not been eating like anything processed or just anything with too much sugar, and just been trying to limit all that, and I've just been feeling amazing. I can really tell the benefits from doing that. But I do have such a sweet tooth, and I was really struggling to find snacks or treats that didn't have all the processed sugar and just were really not good for you. So there's a couple of things that I've been having as alternatives. The first thing is some dark chocolate. Now, dark chocolate is actually quite good for you because it has a high content of cocoa, which is actually full of antioxidants, and it has a really low percentage of sugar. So this is the finest dark chocolate with mint. This one is by Moser Roth, which is an Aldi brand. I think that Aldi and Lidl do like the best chocolate. It's so rich that just a couple of squares of this just really satisfies me and takes away my craving for sugar. And then I knew about these bars, but I'd never tried them until Nikki picked one up for me when we were at the airport because I was starving, but it was like too early to have like a proper meal. So he went away and got me, I said get me a cereal bar but get me something like quite healthy, and he came back with one of these. These are naked bars, and this one's the cocoa orange flavour, which is my favourite one. If you haven't tried these, they are just amazing because they are gluten, wheat and dairy free. So if you're a vegan, these would be fine for you. Basically all they are, like this one has dates, cashews, raisins and cocoa powder and a little hint of natural orange and chocolate flavouring, but basically it's just fruit all smooshed and compacted together into a bar. There's nothing else in it. It's one of your 5 a day, nourishing and delicious, cold compressed, never baked. There's no added sugar or syrups. These just taste so good. Like, I love chocolate orange. It's one of my favourite like flavour combinations in chocolate, and I also love mint. They're 2 of my favourites. This is just amazing. It's so chocolatey, but you can't even tell that there's no actual chocolate in it, and you can't even tell that it's like made of like fruit and nuts. It just tastes so good. So my favourite is the chocolate orange, and then I also really like the strawberry crunch flavour. I do a red berry flavour, which is really good as well. Definitely pick these up if you haven't tried them because they're super delicious. And that is all of my favourites throughout July. Let me know if you like any of these things as well, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye!